Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Another weekend warrior adventure ahead of us. Thanks for joining the channel. I just want to hop on here and say thank you guys for all the support. If you could hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and give me a comment at the end of this video. Let me know what you guys think. We're going to be traveling around the Buffalo River area right now. We're going to go set up base camp. Hopefully it's available. I just realized it is spring break for a lot of people out here. So it depends on whether they're feeling adventurous or not. A lot of kids, younger people will be out here in the woods this weekend, and a lot of families. So we're gonna air down. That right there is the Buffalo River. Me and my dog Hogarth are taking a trip. We had a 4-hour drive to get to this spot, so nice big stretch to get us ready for the weekend. So should be a good night. Thanks for joining, guys. So stay tuned and see where we end up. Also, if you recall last video, I had a slice in my tire. So the new Yokohama Geolanders came in. We got some fresh tires for the weekend, so they should be nice and grabbing. My miles per gallon went up tremendously. My ride is a lot smoother from those tires being cupped, so should make for a great trip this weekend. We're gonna air down to about 20 right now and then hit the trails. And I was just peeking behind me, but look at this mountain behind me. We're about to climb a really big one, but luckily it's just a gravel road, so stay tuned, stay with me, and see where we end up. All right, those two camps were taken. However, I just did the water crossing, and with our time management right now, I really don't want to try to find a place because the way to get out of this trail is going to take us probably 30 minutes. It's going to be dark right by then, and then we got a little bit of road and then another trail, and it's the closest spot I can think of is Devil's Knob that I have marked on the map. And that place is always taken because it's a great view over that fire tower over there. So I think we're gonna make this base camp for the night. We got an established fire ring right over here. It is really close to the road, but I doubt many people are gonna be coming through traffic. There are 2 groups over here, so we're gonna just probably make this base, keep to ourselves tonight, try to keep it down, and set up. So all right, folks, we got camp set up. Looks like it's gonna be a beautiful spot here tonight. We're camping next to the Buffalo over here. We just did this trail up here, real fun trail. Anywhere from beginner to intermediate, you can come out here and explore. Yeah, so we just built our fire right here. We got lots of wood to foliage from out here in the forest. Brought out the axe and realized there's a lot of stuff that I don't even need to cut. Pines get really brittle once they dry out, so highly flammable as well. So I know Arkansas and Oklahoma has been devastated by forest fires, so shout out to all the men and women helping put those out. I think we should be good tonight. We don't have too much of a wind chill. Ground seems okay moist, but didn't hear anything of a burn ban, so we're gonna light a small fire, contain it before we go to bed, and make sure everything's safe. So thanks for joining me on this venture. It was a real fun trail getting down here, and I'm glad that we were able to pick this spot and we got everything set up. I also invested in one of those new rope camp lights that twists up. This thing's gonna be a game changer real quick, and got extra lighting up here under the awning. So hope we're throwing out for a beautiful weekend adventure. So stay with me, stay tuned, and we're gonna make dinner here soon and eat up for the night. All right, so for tonight for dinner, we're gonna be making Korean barbecue skewers again. These things are awesome. I've got some lemon parmesan chopped salad. So we're gonna whip that up real quick and get things going. Nice, freshly marinated, right on a stick. Once again, I forgot a big bowl to make salad, so we're gonna try to whip this up inside my little camp thing over here. It's always hard to film when cooking because nighttime lighting, camera angles, stuff like that. So we got that serenading up. Also, this is our first time camping next to neighbors, so I'm trying to be respectful while I'm recording. They're decently away, but enough to, we can make some noise, kind of interrupt the camping session, so. Prepped meals is the way to go. That way so you ain't gonna mess around or anything. Stay out of the mud. Fire gun, we got our salad. Then we're gonna add some of this hot barbecue sauce to the Korean skewers once they're done. So yeah, let's go check out the camp real quick. The light's looking really nice right now. It's adding a nice little aesthetic to our camp. So we're gonna whip out this food, sit by the fire, and enjoy the night. All right, good morning. It got a little chilly last night. I did not bring the diesel heater, the heater buddy. Stayed by the fire all night, warmed up, slept in a sleeping bag. Me and Hogarth cuddled up, and we woke up around 9 a.m. this morning, so we got some good sleep. Seemed like some coyotes were near camp last night. They were hooting and howling, swifting through the woods last night, so definitely locked and loaded for that one, just in case they roll up on camp. But I think they're more scared of us than we are them. So anyway, not sure if we're gonna make breakfast today or tomorrow. We'll see here in a little bit, but we're just relaxing around camp. We got a long day ahead of us since it's springtime. Sunset's around like 7:15, 7:20ish, depending on where we're at in the woods right now. So should be a good day ahead of us. Not sure where we're gonna go, so stay tuned, see where we end up, see what trails we find. So it was a real bummer. Stopped by, I think I said it last night, but stopped by 2 or 3 stores, could not find eggs. So it looks like we are in an egg shortage. Kind of a bummer because I really wanted egg, sausage, and potatoes to make up scramble bowl this morning, and then put some onions and cheese on it. That'd be nice, but we're just gonna do with our sausage and potatoes this morning and get fueled up for the day. We also got our super greens juice, and we got our fresh mandarin we're gonna cut up here in a minute, and we should have a nice breakfast to start the day and have sustainable energy to go explore. All right, so we're just now leaving camp. Was able to get the tent zipped up just a little bit. For some reason it didn't want to start on the beginning, so we're gonna have to try to order a new top or just get a new tent complete. With that being said, we're headed out to the trails and we're gonna find some more paths, so should be a good ride today. All right, just took a pit stop to Devil's Knob to check out the overlook. We're gonna fly the drone right here and check it out. Not sure if I'm gonna stay tonight. I'm not feeling too well. I kind of got a stomach bug going on. I don't know if it's the way that I cooked my food this morning or what, but we'll play it out here in a little bit. I'm just kind of taking a break, seeing if I could manage to keep trail riding and filming for you guys, because it does take a lot of energy. Get out here, shoot these shots, and do a lot of stuff. I mean, it's kind of like the lazy exercise, but either way, you still gotta put in a lot of movement in and capture these moments to share with you guys on YouTube. So for now, we're just gonna kind of chill out and check out this overview. I'll fly the drone here in a second and get some good shots. So. night, so we really lucked out. We got to the Murray Falls, and the spot is open. It's kind of an awkward spot to try to get your truck level. So what I'm working with is right here. We might try to resituate it, but we're gonna make this base camp for the night and just chill out. So it's been a real fun journey. All right, we got camp set up, and I'm stoked to be camping at the spot. Several times I'll pass by here, never available. And I'm very surprised on spring break weekend with the amount of traffic I've seen on this trail, this spot was not taken. So we're gonna enjoy our time. We made an early stop today. We probably trail rided for about 2 or 3 hours max, and then found this spot open. So that's what we're gonna make base. Yeah, so we're gonna explore this area because I haven't really got the opportunity to do too much around here. Just pit stopped through here once, and it was pretty dry. So to have the momentum of the water right here and the waterfall, it's super awesome. I'm glad that my stomach started feeling better because I was really on the edge of just sending it back home, and that's like a 3.5-hour drive. So with that being said, might need to clean all my cooking ware. It's been sitting in my camp kitchen for a while, and I'm sure there's some weird bacteria on it. So this is cool. We got a bunch of monarchs right here. I'm not sure if you can see that in the background. Anyway, so as I'm just noticing, somebody tried to cut this tree down, left a splint in it so it can tilt this way. And as I'm looking at my camp setup, I'm realizing that if a high wind comes through and hits that thing, it's probably gonna knock over. However, I pushed it and it seems pretty solid. So if you don't work with the Forest Service, don't cut down trees. That's illegal, irresponsible. It's not of nature. So if it's not your job, don't do it, don't touch it. Let's just keep it at that. So. All right, it's getting a little windy. My canopy, we're facing where the wind is updrafting backwards. I looked over as I was checking out the waterfall just a minute ago, and this thing was bent backwards. Almost snapped off the custom brackets that I had machined at work. So for now, I've got this tied down right here, over here to the tree. So we're gonna hopefully that stabilizes. You can kind of see it's little windy up here with the river. So yeah, there it goes, see that? So I've got to figure out another way to rack this down, or I might just put the canopy up for tonight. I think that'll be my safe bet. I don't want to break anything and have to track it out, so. All right, it's dinner time. We're gonna make some cowboy burgers. It's a meal prep burger from Sprouts. Here to show you. It's got bacon, pepper jack cheese, jalapenos made inside of it. So it's gonna be a real good burger tonight. We'll slap that on there. I'll probably just eat one and then save the other one for when I get back into town. Add some Cajun and black pepper to it. Get a little Cajun cowboy burger. And then I've got some barbecue sauce to drizzle on it. What would make this burger go really well is if I had some onion rings and we'd have ourselves a Western burger. Cowboy Western burger. But we don't have onion rings, so we're doing with what we got. Gonna drizzle that on the pan here later, so let's let this burger sizzle up. All right, time to dig in. Oh yeah. All right, we're gonna finish eating my burger and we're gonna cut it short tonight. We'll probably build a fire, take some scenic stuff to that. But till then, we'll see you guys in the morning and we're gonna hit some trails out of here and see what Mikles is like graded now. Should make for a good footage, so stay with me and thank you guys for joining.
All right, good morning, folks. Waking up to a cloudy day. So it looks like we might have some rain in store for this Sunday evening. We're gonna go ahead and pack out here soon, skip breakfast. Where we're at, this is a high floodplain. There's like 2 or 3 river crossings. We're sitting on one now, and then also there's 2 hills, steep hill climbs or rivers across. So we want to make sure that if it is start raining that we don't get any flash floods and we're not going to be stuck or in trouble out here. So anyways, we're going to pack up and we're going to be headed out and find her with Trey. We're going to go check out Mikles up the hill right here, see what it's like. All right, folks, that concludes the trip. We're going to be making our way up Mikles. We're doing a comparison of what the trail used to look like. So I'll throw in some clips of when I ran it down after rendezvous in the Ozarks. And then we'll throw some footage up of what it's going to look like here in a minute.
Comment, let me guys know what you guys think. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that like button, and share with your friends if you enjoy the videos. Thanks for all the support, and until next time, we're going to be hitting the trail and heading on out of here. So thanks for joining.
Go a little more left if you want to. To the right.
quite muggy this morning. Well, I'm just getting out doing a bunch of work, so. Oh yeah, they graded all this. This used to be a big rocky ledges through here. What do you think, Bubba? Not as bad as going down, huh? Still a fun ride though. Beautiful area, lots of pines around here, so. All right, that's it. We made it to the top, and that's pretty much all the trail that we got, I think, so. Beautiful area. Yeah, I appreciate you guys joining. This has been a real fun trip. Glad to get out here. Oh man, yeah, you can tell when they graded it, it was just a soup mess over here full of mud. Like I was saying, before too long, nature will be taking this trail back and give us a different terrain, it looks like. There was still a twisted off-camber section. However, climbing up is a lot harder, and I don't want to put that stress on my drive shaft, especially climbing uphill with all this weight. So I wanted to play it safe, especially since it's our Sunday and we got to drive this thing before I was back home. So all right, that concludes our trip for this weekend. We're up here at the ozone. We're about to air up our tires, and we got the new all top like we did last time. Again, I recommend this for a budget friendly air compressor. This thing aired up my tires in literally like 5 6 minutes, all 4 tires, as quick as I could get it detached and coming around. So let's get that aired up and get into things on the road. So thanks for joining, guys.